All right, thank you. I don't want to hear me, please. First, we are starting right away. All right, gentlemen and ladies, for being part of this program. We are going to be taking a look at the debates centered around the three focal presidential hopeful from 2027. We're taking a look at His Excellency Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. We're taking a look at the incumbent, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And of course, we're taking a look at His Excellency Mr. Peter Dede Obi. It is on this note that I welcome you to the program, the live presidential debates. The debate in this instance is not involving the players directly, but it's involving the fans. In this case, the supporters of the various presidential aspirants, hopefully come 2027. It is on this note that I welcome you to the program. I want us to have this conversation. There have been some infighting among different social media platforms where different supporters have taken different directions to attack and vilify themselves, which I found very unnecessary. And in order to make it academically profound, I decided to stage this event and give it an academic atmosphere where we'll have quality discussion around some of the qualities around those whom we feel should be at the Asura Come 2027. So I'll be able to air our views constructively and respectfully without abusing anyone. So on this note, if you want to speak on behalf of your preferred candidates and the reason why your candidate should be given the nod come 2027 to Mount Aso Rock, get ready to speak in just a few minutes away while I give you a rundown of some of the profile and the experiences of these three key stakeholders in the Nigerian states. I'll start with Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his profile and experience. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a long-term politician, the former governor of Lagos State, and indeed the current president of Nigeria. He is known as a powerful political strategist with deep networks and coalition building skills at national levels. Of course, in terms of strengths, political and governance experience can be speak to long involvement in national and state politics. You understand his network when he was governor of Lagos State, all that state counts for him as he continues to work with the same circle of loyalists, including fiscal and administrative reforms in Lagos State. Those are part of his political and governance experience. Then in terms of track records on reforms, it can be argued that Tinubu can argue bold economic policies, e.g., fuel subsidy removal and tax changes. He is able to change the tax of the country, Nigeria. Those are the two major things that he can brag about. But in terms of the effect of this policy on the average lives of the Nigerian people, it is not in my position to debate. That will be up for you to debate upon. So I'll continue by saying, as necessary for long-term stability, he considers subsidy removal and, of course, the tax regime as necessary ingredients for long-term stability of Nigeria, according to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As a strategic thinker, well versed in navigating Nigeria's complex ethnic and regional political landscape. That is all he's known for. Of course, that's part of the reason why they call him the master strategist. In terms of weakness now, for Bola Tinubu, public perception challenges. In the eyes of the public, he rates very low in terms of the perception of the public. Many view his leadership as entangled with corruption allegations, of course, economic hardship, impacts which opponents will use to attack him. Of course, there is no question about that. His economic policy has brought more pain and agony to Nigerians than good. And of course, empathy and clarity. Critics may say he sometimes lacks clear communication on policies and social impacts. This could be a liability in debates. For those of you that will be debating, you can look at this segment in terms of empathy. If you want to remove subsidy, there are things that will have been put in place, but he not seem to have done all that. He just want to remove it. And in terms of impacts of this subsidy removal, and Nigerians are yet to feel it on the positive light. Age, health, narrative. These two segments is another narrative, while some people may argue that he should not even contest in terms of his age and his health. Opponents might question stamina for tough debate exchanges. Well, that is all for you to decide. In overall, debate persona, seasoned politician operator with policy depth, with vulnerable on public trust and real-world impact of reform. So this is just the summary, the catchy summary of it. That is to say, Tinubu is a seasoned political operator with policy depth, but vulnerable on public trust and real-world impact of reforms. That being said, we move to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar profile and experience here. He's a veteran politician, no doubt, and former president of Nigeria, that is 1999 until 2007. Multiple time presidential candidate. He has been contesting, even before he became vice president, he has been contesting since 1993. He has always been on the ballot. That's what that entails. In terms of multiple time presidential candidate with broad national experience, that's according to Wikipedia. Of course, in debate now down strengths, institutional experience, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar can draw on long history in federal government and economic issues like restructuring and federalism. We can be able to argue this, that they have vast experience in restructuring Nigeria and, of course, in federalism, which he has advocated for in the past. In terms of policy breadth, he is familiar with private sector and federal government arguments. He's always familiar with private sector. As a matter of fact, he chaired the National Committee on Private Sector, where he privatized most of these federal government companies and institutions. But in terms of effects, how this affects the lives of the Nigerian people, again, that is up for the debaters if we have any in the next few minutes. Positive perception metrics. Some analysis show his digital sentiment scores tended to be more positive than the competitors. In this case, some of the persons that are standing against him come 2027. Debate weaknesses. We'll look at the weaknesses now. Credibility and integrity question. Stands on credibility and integrity test issues or doubts in the minds of the public. Critics often challenge his accountability and transparency record with opponents, which opponents could, of course, exploit in the course of debate to challenge him as not being credible or not having a high integrity rating in terms of public perception. Repeated candidacy. You see, he has been referred oftentimes as, serial loser, having contested over and over and over repeatedly without taking a break. Having run many times without winning may be framed as lack of resonance with voters. Overall debate personnel, seasoned, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is a seasoned elder statesman, no doubt about that, with policy depth, but has to defend his record and connect emotionally with audiences. He has to find a way to connect with the audience to ensure that he's able to clear himself in terms of records. In any office you occupy today, I just know that at some point in your life, you will be called to come and give account of how you were able to manage resources at your disposal. His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi now, we are back to the third one. In terms of profile and experience, Mr. Peter Obi is the former governor of Anambra State, respected for physical discipline and prudent state finances. That is what he is known for. He's known for prudent management of resources and physical discipline. Then he gained strong youth support and national profile with a message of accountability and reform. And Mr. Peter Obi has always been clear in terms of accountability, and he has been yearning for reforms that will lead to the emancipation of the general masses. One of which is some of the economic reforms he has agitated for, investing on human capital development instead of unnecessary government expenditure that do not have direct bearing on the Nigerian populace. In terms of depth, in terms of strengths, one, integrity and accountability message, strong anti-corruption framing, and personal modesty resonate with many voters. In terms of, we always advocate for accountability, we advocate for integrity, that public officials should behave themselves in accordance with laid down rules and regulations. And of course, he has always championed accountability. It's a matter of fact, when he finished as governor of Anambra State, he submitted himself to the AFCC for verification. If they found him wanting in any aspect so that he could give account, but he was verified, having nothing to explain, and was cleared by the AFCC. As way back as when he never even thought he could aspire for president of Nigeria. So in terms of youth and reform appeal, Peter Obi can energize debates with focus on innovation, SMEs, and national renewal. Of course, that has been his focus of discussion in every public forum that he found himself. Communications style. He is very articulate and calm. He's not jittery, right? He's not jittery, he's not reading for a book, he's always articulate and calm. He explains it in a way that even a layman can understand. And often perceived as honest and reliable. Many Nigerians, particularly the youthful population, see him as somebody that is honest and reliable as a leader. In terms of debate weakness now, we also have this weakness, limited national executive experience. Some will argue that he has not held any presidential office before, that he lacks federal experience and all that. Those could be, those are some of the debatable weakness that some may point out. He only governed only one state in the southeast, and the opponents may question readiness for federal leadership. You understand? So those are one of the weaknesses that opponents may exploit in the course of this debate. And of course, personal organization. He lacks the deep party machine that Tinubu has and could be framed as less equipped to implement nationwide plans. Even though Tinubu is responsible for in-house party trouble that the Labour Party, for instance, has faced, the opponents ignorantly may still accuse Mr. Peter Obi of being weak, not being able to handle political party. I've given all this a balanced review and now leave it up to you to go ahead with your own debates. What do you think? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, these three presidential hopeful come 2027. What is your own assessment? If you are here, please feel free to unmute and have your contribution on the program. I don't know if your hand is up, just feel free and unmute and speak. Okay, Mr. Anthony Nsima, unmute and speak. You have the floor. Mr. Anthony, you are still muted. You can unmute and speak. I saw your hand. You want to have it? You want to have contribution? Mr. Amadi Friday, you want to have a contribution? Please, whoever wants to speak, there is in no particular order. I have given the background of what I believe to be strengths and weaknesses of the three presidential hopeful come 2027. What is your own personal assessment? Are we together? It is my belief that you all are here to be part of this debate. Like the topic reels out is a debate, and I expect that on this Zoom, there could be a lot of Abubakar supporters, there could be P2B supporters, as well as even Tinubu supporters. Let us know why you support and why you feel they should be the one to occupy the office from 2027. Do we have contribution? Okay, it seems none of you are Mr. Honorable Kende Sogunle. Are you available to speak? Honorable sir, whoever is available, please speak. I've done my own part by giving the introductory aspect of it. I am occupying invariably the seat of the judge here, and I don't have to take side. I have to be neutral as much as possible, even though unapologetically I am obedient. Of course, my candidate will be His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. But in this case, given the presentation that I have made, I try as much as possible to be neutral. I gave my own general review of the three candidates. And I expect that, okay, Mr. Amadi, you are unmuted.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Yes, good evening, and you are welcome to the live presidential show. And of course, globally, everyone has access to whatever your contribution you are making on the subject matter because you are currently live on YouTube and the world is listening to you. So please go ahead.
So, all right, thank you so much. I said my name is Mr. Made Friday. I'm speaking from Owerri, Imo State.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I am pure obedience, and I know that this platform is obedient platform. And having said that, almost majority of us are obedient. So We know why we joined the obedient family and fronting our principal to be occupied the power, the seat of power come 2027. Because he is a man being tested and trusted. He's a man who speaks the language of the youth, a man who has the vision of a new Nigeria to restore the hope of the common man, especially that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. We see him as the true man that will give us the future and who will bring about the renewed Nigeria, renewed hope. So there is no comparison between him and the other two politicians who has been in the system time immemorial. They are the problem we have today. So I don't have the time of trying to speak about them because it may be like as if I'm trying to demarcate them. But my major this is our candidate Obi, whom is a man of implacable character, a man that you can trust, whose words are his bond. I have followed him right from PDP to Labour and now in ADC. So I am not a party man per se, but rather I am obedient. So wherever Obi is, there I pitch my tent because of what I see in him and because of what I believe is capable of doing. He joined Labour Party in the last election, and we saw how he turned Nigeria around, how he changed political landscape. A man who has no structure, who has no party, just came in and took over the show. We all know that he won the last election. And despite that he know he won the election, he didn't see it as being cheated not to be sworn in. Because he knows what has happened in the past, that if he does anything, it's not him that will suffer it. The common man will suffer it. Those of us who cannot run out of this country will suffer it. So he accepted to be cheated or uh, to be denied, but yet persistent. He did not lower his spirit. He did not say, okay, since Nigeria cannot help, don't want to help themselves, let me take my bag and fly abroad. But he still have faith. He know that he is the hope of the youth, of the new Nigeria or new generation. If he lives, there is no hope, and there is no way these people, this crop of old politicians who has brought us to this point will change. So he's the only change we know. And he is the person that is troubling the fear the APC have today is Obi. With all due respect to His Excellency Atiku Abubakar, I don't know why he is still on the race. I don't know what he really wants. But he knows that we have spoken loud and clear. It is either Obi or never. And I am unapologetic. If by tomorrow Obi did not win the ticket and he chooses to leave ADC, I am going out with him. Wherever he pitches his tent, there I will lodge mine. Because why? I'm not running party, but I am purely obedient, and after following him to ensure that our dream of turning the country around to restore the hope we once saw in early 80s. The Nigeria we all knew, the Naira we all knew how strong it was in early 80s when we were in secondary school, will restore back to its glory, and our economy will restore back, and our life will be better. So I am not demarcating any of them, but mine is that everything I want is I have seen it in the man Peter Obi, and I know he will not change tomorrow, and that is why I believe in him. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Friday. I want to draw your attention to something. There's a viral video of Ayodele Fayose where he referred to others as not pulling tractions, that the only opposition leader today that is pulling traction is His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, and that he referred to others with all due respect that nobody is listening to them anymore.
Exactly.
So you as an individual, what particular personal gain have you had? Have you ever met His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi? Have you gained anything personally by virtue of gift or financial engagement or whatsoever through your course of knowing Mr. Peter Obi? And why do you insist on following him even when he was not declared the president in 2023 until this moment? Why didn't you give up? Why didn't you have a change of mind or reassessment of the situation? What are those things that is keeping you in the movement?
All right. Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, I'm from Imo State, so I'm not from Anambra State. I've not benefited in his government as per when he was the governor in any form. I've watched him from far while he was a governor. I remember one journalist said that there is nothing you can say about Obi. He is performing. The only thing that he is tight hand. In other words, he's stingy in giving out, dashing out money and brown envelope. But apart from that, there's nothing we say about him. His testimonies, while in power and out of power, speaks for him. Okay, for example, I am a chartered accountant, and his secretary, his one of his commissioner was my colleague, who is also a chartered accountant, the AG.
We seem to be losing you. Are you there?
My personal accountant with her and interaction was a news that is in the public, but she has worked closely.
Are you there, please? You are breaking. Sorry,
If you speak louder. Sorry for I had a call that just intervened. When he was
please.
not in power,
This when one is having important online meeting that calls will be disrupting the network. While we wait for him to come back and continue the line of thoughts, do we have other contributors? Any other contributor in the house? Why are you following His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi? Or why are you following Alhaji Atiku Abubakar? Or why are you following Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Tell us reasons. Okay, they want to speak to us. Network has threw him out. Okay, basically, when you look at the trajectory of Nigeria, you will see a clear picture that Nigeria is not having income generation problem. Rather, Nigeria have a spending problem, which points the signal to the fact that Nigeria lack good managers that make judicious utilization of our resources. Take for instance, if you look at the Nigerian budget, you weep for Nigeria. That thing that they gather in carton and present at the National Assembly, and you see some people ignorantly clapping for it. When you look at the content, you weep for our dear country. The content is so haphazardly done because they know nobody reads them. As a matter of fact, I have a complete file of the 2023 and 2022-2024 national budgets. And each time I look at it, I feel like weeping. You will see some very nasty contract titles. Take for instance, Nigerian federal government is awarding contract for buying of motorcycle to religious leaders in Shiro local government area of Niger State. How does that should concern Nigerian federal government? And you'll be very shocked at the amount of money that the federal government will budget for this project. It's just for want of time. When I open the file, I'll be able to quote the date. Okay. Mr. Abadi, you're back. You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry for the break in transmission.
Okay, your face is not showing. Can you adjust the camera? Yes.
All right.
You can also
Like I was saying. Okay.
Okay, you can
I
leave
was
it like
saying
that.
earlier. Okay. I was saying earlier concerning personal inducement or benefit from Peter Obi. The nearest time I come close to Peter Obi was when he came to campaigning over before the election. I don't know him in person. He don't know me, but I have a strong uh, supporters group which I use my money and resources to sponsor in my local government and in part of the state to ensure that I mobilize enough people to vote for Obi. I spent money I borrowed and friends donated. We did rally around the state and outside within our various local governments. He don't know me. He didn't know that I made such efforts. Neither did he even tell me thank you. In my booth, I defended the booth. I am sure that our election was done. Our vote were counted. I followed them to local government. I know the challenges we had when we get to the local government, but the truth is that I followed up the vote, and by the grace of God, our real result appeared in the IREF, in the portal. Now, what did I did all these things without knowing whom I'm voting for. The only thing I'm voting for is Obi's ideology. I vote for his character. I vote for the antecedent and the person Obi. So I didn't know him. I didn't expect anything in return. The only thing I want is a new Nigeria. Let the government favor everybody, because if it favor everybody, I will benefit. If the price of goods come down, I will benefit. That's my only benefit, and not any contract, or I'm not even contesting for any electoral position. But I defended the vote. I fought in my booth, make sure that nobody sustained. Even those who are buying votes, I don't care, but everybody, every vote casted to Labour Party for P2B was defended to the last. And we make sure everything worked amicably. Now, I don't know Obi. I did all these things, and I have not met him. He don't know me, but I believe that I'm doing it for myself, not even for Obi. Any effort was for my own, because I know that if I win in my vote for Obi and every other person won and Obi later come to power, he may not even know me, but whatever policy, I trust that whatever policy and program he put, I will benefit, and it will be for everybody's benefit. So that is my reason for supporting him. And as I'm talking with you, I have registered for ADC. I'm already mobilizing my groups for everybody at my ward for us to start mobilizing and bringing ourselves together to make sure that in the coming election there shall be nothing like rigging. And everybody will come vote freely, and our vote will count. So this is my personal motivation. I'm not any benefit from Obi as a person.
Okay, thank you for that patriotic reasons as to why you are supporting His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi. Having said that, of course, there are many like you who have the same reasons for supporting and championing His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi candidacy. Because at the end of it, good government is like weather. When it is favorable, we will all be under it. And when it is bad, we are all under it. Sorry, my device battery is getting low. I have to plug it. So good governance is just like that. If it is good, we all benefit from it. And if it is bad, we are victims. Look at the range of terrorism, genocide that is ravaging our country. And the government are not seem to show any political will towards eradicating these terrorists that are terrorizing our communities. Nobody knows who is next. Yesterday, onlookers are today's victims. And it is on this basis that I've always encouraged myself. As a matter of fact, there are many people who have sacrificed a lot of things, finances, energy, time. Sometimes I even sympathize with our brothers in diaspora. Given that their time is their money, I understand time is money everywhere, but in the diaspora, the time is more of money than here. Because we may have more time to even go and relax, but they don't have that time. They dedicate all their time to earn the money and be able to send something back home. But here they are often available for our meetings. Sometimes we hold 2, 3, 4 meetings in one day. And it's not starting now. It's a continuation of 2022 until now. So sometimes when I look back, I feel overwhelmed. But when I look back and I look at what others are doing, I say it's like I'm not even doing anything for the movement. So Nigeria is a beautiful country and is worth fighting for, is worth working towards. If we're able to achieve a new Nigeria, where the voice of the masses will be respected. That is number one. I was commenting about the national budget before you came back, as you were thrown out by network. Please, if you want to have contribution, feel free to unmute. I'm only keeping the conversation going. It's not supposed to be dominated by me. I've done my own part, which is to give the background as to individual candidates' area of strength and weaknesses. It's up for you now to tell us reason why you are supporting any of the candidates and why you feel Nigerians should support your candidates to be on the seat of power come 2027. That being said, I was discussing the national budget before you came back. There are some, okay, Mr. Friday, okay. There are some ridiculous items are found on the national budget that are so irritating. Imagine Nigerian federal government allocating millions, over 400 million to acquire motorcycle, for instance, at Shiroro local government for clergymen, pastors, right? Sorry, I have to mute you because some feedback is coming from the background. So, allocating over 400 million for clergymen motorcycle in 2024 budget. The same thing was repeated in 2023. They just write these things, and let me shock you. The contractor that was awarded this contract is not even in Niger State, it's in Zaria. So they make it so difficult. Sometimes they even carry the contractor from southwestern states, from Lagos or from Ibadan, in one remote area. They distance the area of contract from the contractor's residential address, such that it becomes difficult for you to be able to find out what is happening, why certain contracts have not been carried out. And at the end of the day, they just sit on this money, they read it. Next year, they present another cycle of budgets. So they keep deceiving Nigerians. In reality, This same crop of people, guys that are in Aso Rock, in different government house across the federation, they live with me. They mean no well for any bagger. They mean no well for you and I. They mean no well for anyone, not even their relatives. Forget about the handouts that they are giving out to their relatives. It's just a matter of time. The moment they're out of that office, everybody will be isolated. They are so demonic that they don't care about the future of this country. Imagine in Niger State, for instance, I visited Niger some weeks ago during the festive period. A state governor that would dedicate billions of naira for flyover. And when you visit the primary schools, there are no single seats, no chair, nothing, no window. This is the obvious reality of our country. A lot is wrong. So if you are not energized to see reason to be part of the Rescue Nigerian movements, then I'm sorry, you will never be. Just day before yesterday, 2 days ago, I read on the paper, the federal government has allocated 1.1 trillion naira for INEC. For crying out loud, Nigerian budget as of 2007 was how much? You know, they just destroy institutions. Imagine the background of INEC chairman, where he came from. Imagine the amount of money he has seen in his life as a professor. Now we are exposing him to trillions of naira to manage. That is confusion on its own. Trillions of naira, what are you going to buy with it? What happened to the facilities that the billions and billions of naira that was given to Mahmoud Yakubu to acquire? What happened to those facilities? Now another 1.1 trillion for INEC. So, and the list go on and on and on because nobody is challenging them. We are all sleeping. Everybody is busy going about his normal businesses. Nobody wants to collect, withstand the light bullets. We are too docile as citizens of Nigeria. Citizenship of convenience can never move the country forward. Look at what is happening in Iran. The citizens came out. They say they are tired. They want freedom. At what point will the Nigerian citizens come out and say we truly want our citizenship as people? Because as it is now, we are not citizens. We are not citizens. We are not being given light, no security, no food, no shelter, no road. What's the essence of governance? No water. No water anywhere. What I'm using currently is solar. Without this solar, I cannot host a program. So where is governance? So we have a lot of things, reasons why we should think big as a people. We must take personal responsibility to see to what we can do to rescue the giant of Africa. Giant often fall into trap. As it is, the giant of Africa has fallen into the trap of APC. The question is, how do we rescue it? How do we rescue it? We live in a country where 1,000 were flooded, 1,000 people in Mokwa, and the president did not even visit to even say, okay, ecologically, what needs to be done to avert future events and to be able to relocate the waterways where this flood took place. There's nothing like that. Everybody move on. And tomorrow it will happen again. The same Papiri community where over 500 school children were kidnapped. Over 350 school children were kidnapped. The same Papiri community, another kidnapping took place, and part of the students that were released 50 were kidnapped again. Aside from the market people that were kidnapped at random, and over 30 were shot dead. That's the country we are living in. What happened in Yelwata, Benue State? Over 200 women and children, including family men, were slaughtered overnight. They went to bed to sleep. They didn't know the invaders would come for their lives. Those numbers I'm calling, maybe you and I, nobody knows who is next. Everybody will think Anthony Joshua will be the last person that bad government will happen to. But eventually it got to him. He's lucky that he survived it. When the accident happened, no single ambulance was on ground to even take him to the hospital. They have to use truck. So you see, it can happen to any, even right now as I'm in the studio, they may call for me. As you're in your respective location, your houses, in their parlor, enjoying yourself, they may call for you. So bad government have no timeline. It can happen to anyone. And that's why we must take it as a personal responsibility to see in which area that we can come in to rescue Nigeria. Mr. Sam, you want to contribute on the subject matter? I observe that you are muted. You are muted, rather. Mr. Sam. So going by the three presidential hopeful come 2027, of course, Mr. Sam, you want to speak? Mr. Sam, we can't hear you. Can you be more audible? Okay, I don't think he's ready to speak yet. Please, if you're not speaking, you stay muted. Thank you. So, what am I saying in essence? We all have responsibility. I was in a conversation with someone from Yobe State. He was giving me a reason why it must be Atiku and Obi. And I said, well, I for one, Atiku has been contesting severally, and you should understand and learn to obey southern tickets. He's always on the ballot. Even when Buhari finished it, he's sticking and stood in front of the ballot. I mean, there should be time for everything. There should be decorum. It is decorum that helps us to guide our greed. If not for decorum, people will become so selfish and not be shameful about it. And I believe that is what is happening to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. He's not shameful about his greed. You can't be there all the time. There should be time for everything. You must not be a president of Nigeria before Nigeria can move forward. Even Obi, I believe, after this cycle of election, some of you may be surprised. Obi may not even bother about it again. You know, he was about saying something like that in one of the interviews, and he was like during X Space. He said he doesn't want to offend some people, but there should be time to take a bow and walk away. So, I mean, what you cannot do during your youthful age, is it when you are old? The Aso Rock should not be treated like a retirement home. It should be a place for real energy, for you to go in there and work, to rescue the country. Not the place you go, you'll be sleeping while meeting is going on. Tell me, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has over 80 years, even though he's trying to lie about it. How many meetings can he attend at that age? We all have aged people at homes. How many meetings can he attend? The agility is no more there. The stamina is no more there. So it's high time for the people of this country to realize that we need the younger generation to man that office. If we give them the opportunity, they didn't do well, we continue to change them and to arrive at a realistic individual that can move us forward. That is my submission so far. on the live presidential debates. I've been be able to do justice to the topic. I projected the three presidential candidates come to 27. There may be others that will come up later. I don't know. I'm not God. But for now, these are the three that we can pinpoint and be able to project what they can do, what they've been able to do, and the area of their weakness and strengths have been well explained. I want to thank you for staying true until this moment. It's been a long ride, and we are glad to have you committing your time. You could be somewhere doing other better things for yourself, but you felt the need to be part of this conversation and add value to it. We appreciate you and we encourage you to subscribe to COPDEM Media TV on our YouTube channel. And viewers out there that are watching, thank you for staying true. Thank you for following up this program. We appreciate your time, your commitments. Please subscribe to COPDEM Media TV such that when such events come up next time, you will get the notification. Until I come your way tomorrow for insightful morning show. Do have a great. Mr. Adeni, you are welcome.
Good afternoon,
Mr.
sir.
Adeni,
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Before we go.
I don't have any contribution, but I just joined you now. I didn't know that today is meeting, but when I go to my WhatsApp and I see this message, that's why I joined, but it was late. I'm very sorry.
Gladly, we have come a long way and we are all wrapping it up. But quickly, we are debating the presidential candidates, prospective presidential candidates, area of their strengths, area of their weakness, individually. We've been able to analyze it. And we're also asking the fans, the supporters in this instance, what are those things that is keeping you as an individual in supporting a particular candidate? Can you shed more light in the next few minutes so that we know reason why you want your candidate to be in Aso Rock 2027? What are those qualities that you see in that candidate that is encouraging you to continue in the movement?
Thank you, sir. So
Yes,
my candidate is Peter Obi. I love Peter Obi. And Peter Obi is like to say a truth to everybody. Peter Obi is like so many people. And it's like both Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. So people say he like some of ethnic people because it didn't count that this is Igbo. I like my state. I like my ethnic past the order. It didn't do that. So as I was saying, as Peter Obi speaking to everybody, is enlightening people, is encourage people, and is what am I going to say? It is preaching for everybody. So about the politics, it's preaching about God, it's preaching about people, it's preaching how we are going on and how tomorrow is be. So Peter Obi is preaching. So Peter Obi is one of God's angel to the people, but nobody know. But for me, I know that. That is why I like Peter Obi. I wish Peter Obi to be my 2027 president. So what I need now is to support him. I wish to support him. I'm ready to support him. So my support for him is to be a president of Nigeria, so we can move on and we can go together. Thank you, my brother.
Okay, Mr. Adeni, thank you for that submission. But from your name, you seem to be from the southwestern states. How come you're not supporting your tribesman in Aso Rock, Mr. Tinubu?
Now, Mr. Tinubu is a president that can lie to the people. Mr. Tinubu is a president that can say yes today and that can say no tomorrow. So a government system of Mr. Tinubu is a old, old government, an old system, not a new system. So I hate, not say that I hate Mr. Tinubu, but as Tinubu as they are doing their system is what I don't like. So it's not remember our children, it's not remember our tomorrow. Mr. Tinubu is just remember today and those people behind him. Those people is not behind him. Mr. Tinubu is not, he doesn't know anything about him. So he knows the people behind him and people in front of him and people that stay with him. Those people are there outside. Mr. Tinubu, he doesn't remember him. He doesn't remember it. He doesn't know what is going on. Because if Mr. Tinubu already know what is going on in Nigeria, he can change everything. He can change it. But he didn't ready to do anything to that. So that is why I don't want to vote him, and that is why I don't want to go there in 2027. Thank you.
Okay, as a fan and as a supporter of His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi, what if, peradventure, you are standing before Mr. Peter Obi now as we are speaking? What will you say to him?
What I'm ready to say to him is, I don't allow Mr. Peter Obi to be a vice president. I don't allow Mr. Obi to step down to anybody. What is going to make me to know follow Mr. Peter Obi again is to step down to someone or to stop to not going to be a president again. I will step aside and I will not support him. But if Mr. Peter Obi is ready to be a president, and if Mr. Peter Obi stand up, I will stand up to him. If Mr. Obi is sitting down, I will sit down because Peter Obi is my mentor. Even self, I'm from Ogun State, Nigeria. My name is Adeni Aditaro. But in my life, I like to hear Mr. Peter Obi every time. Even if he's talking to us in the Twitter, I like to support. I like to hear.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Adeni. We appreciate you, and we thank you for making our time.
The voice, because Mr. Bisi, thank you.
Continue. I couldn't hear from you at some point. Continue what you're saying.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
It's like that network.
No, continue. We can hear you now.
All right. So, Mr. Peter Obi is a man of God. Like I said, he's a man of God to me.
Okay.
Even if you are here, Mr. Peter Obi as he's speaking about the Bible and he's speaking about the Bible. If Mr. Obi say 4 words, he can at that 4 words, if you can check it, you see that some things in the Bible is inside the words. Some things in the Quran is inside the word that Mr. Peter Obi has saying. So that is why I love it. I love him.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adeni, for
So
that.
that is what I want to say to Mr. Peter Obi.
Thank you. So I will hope that he hears you. Personally, I think I've met PO a number of times. We never had any exchanges, even greeting, no join us. You understand? I was just standing in one corner and I'll just observe. I didn't even bother going close to him to say, let me greet you, because he's doing other things, I'm also doing other things. I believe I'm working for myself, just like you pointed out. and every other person sees it like that. It's a very patriotic point of view that you have raised, and I encourage you to keep it up. Hope you are part of the platform.
I'm in the platform.
Okay, that's good. Please tag me to you can chat me, right?
All right.
Hope you can chat me.
On the platform.
Yes, you have my number.
Is it
Yes,
on the
so
platform
you.
or?
No, you can
I
chat
don't have
me
your number.
directly. You can get my number from the platform. Just chat me
All right.
because
All right. I will chat. I
we
will
need
chat.
some work to be able to step up. All right, thank you, viewers.
This platform. I don't have this platform
Pardon?
on my phone, because I have tagged this meeting on ADC. I tagged this platform on ADC ICCI. That is where I tagged this
Okay, okay.
this platform. So, but COPDEM
Not,
platform,
not an
I don't
issue.
have it.
Not an issue. There is a phone number on that flyer, on that notification. Check. There is a phone number down.
All
Call
right.
that number after this program.
All right. I will call.
Thank you,
sir.
Mr. Adekwe. Thank you.
All right.
So, fellow participants, I appreciate your time and your commitment for your interest in holding forth until this point of the program. Okay, Mr. Raf.
Yes, please. Duh. Good evening.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you.
Good evening, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm happy to be on this platform. This is the first time I'm attending this meeting.
Yeah,
And
I
equally want to say that Mr. Peter Obi is my candidate. Why I'm saying this is Peter Obi is still a young man. He's not as aged as other presidents. He's very articulate. He has programs for Nigeria. He's everywhere in Nigeria, both north, south, east, central Nigeria, everywhere. Mr. Peter Obi is there. And at least as Nigerians, let's give an Igbo man a chance to rule this country. Because we have tried all the other major tribes, Hausa, Yoruba. Let an Igbo man be given a chance. Let him show his might in this country. If we do that, it's going to go a long way in helping us in this country. Let's give him a try. Issue of let him be the vice president, no. They should give him a chance to be the president of this country. At least let's give him. And he has promised to be there for 4 years. I mean, this is a man that have something for Nigeria. Please, let's give him a try. Thank you so much. I will continue being with you in this program as from today. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And please chat me up on my number so that I can add you to People's Parliament platform. Anytime we have a program and you're available, you can freely join. You understand?
Okay, sir. Thank you
Please
so
chat
much.
me. And if you can't get my number, you should see due process in that platform. Chat me. If you cannot get my number, you should be able to call the number on that notification, that flyer that is usually shared. There's the phone number there. That one is official phone number. You can call that number, and I'll be able to take your number from there.
I'm joining you from Jos, Plateau State.
Oh, that's good. Jos, we are the one joining you people now. Are you not the one that gave His Excellency Mr. Peter 1 million votes? So nobody is contesting with
we are
you.
going to give him more than that this time around. By the grace of
Nobody is
God.
contesting with
Yes.
Jos. We have left Peter to be with you people should hold it for us.
The thing that I'm surprised about, man, I'm so surprised that our fellow Igbo guys are not supporting this man. I don't know why. Because if you look at
it's like that now. Even Jesus Christ was not appreciated in Jerusalem.
Okay, look at the North. The North are supporting their own.
Isn't
it so?
Even in North currently, we have supporters that are using their money. You not believe it though. We have
Okay.
supporters. Every day they call me. As a matter of fact, I have to block my number. I'm no more
Okay.
using it. I have to off it. Because if it is on, I will not enjoy to do this program. Their calls will be breaking the network.
That's
You
right.
understand? Majority of them, what they use is button phone. So they want
Okay.
to get feedback on the direction of the movement all the time. They
So
keep
by the
calling.
grace of God, we're having one Nigeria now. People
Yes.
support.
So
Yeah.
Peter Obi has gone beyond the north and
Yeah.
campaign. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Hunger does not know tribe or religion. So hunger has
Exactly.
redirected every mindset, even if not all, at least 60%, at
That's right.
least.
That's right. Thank you so much.
So, gentlemen, thank you. It's been a wonderful time, and we look forward to sustaining it every Sunday by 4 p.m. We'll be holding this program, so we'll give people opportunity to tell us why they are still supporting their candidates. That's all. All right, thank you, and have a lovely evening. You can go and enjoy yourself. You want to speak before we go? Okay, I think we have come to the end. Bye bye. So remember to subscribe to COPDEM Media TV. There is a message on the platform. Let me read it. Oh, thank you, Mr. Ansima Anthony. Thank you and God bless you. I'm just seeing your message.